Hi guys, I am at our new flip house. You all know about the flip house a block away, but this is flip house 2. We got another one we have a renter in, and that makes 3 houses in 3 months. We are going a little crazy, but we wanted to share what made this too good of a deal to pass up. And some of the process in buying it, there was a lot of different things that slowed us down, but now we got the keys and I want to give you a tour and show you the inside and some of our plans. So you walk into the living room. It actually has smooth walls, smooth ceilings. So that is a huge plus, because if you've been following us at the other flip house, we have spent months doing drywall, and there's no drywall needed here, just some new paint. We'll put in a new light fixture, and then if you can notice, there is a little hump in the floor. So a lot of times all you have to do is cut down and that'll release it. We noticed there's a wall in the basement kind of jacking it up a little bit, so we'll have to deal with that. But some new floors, new paint, new light fixture, and the living room is not so bad. Now it does have a very small kitchen. So for a flip house, it's actually ideal. Not a lot of money needed to be put into the kitchen. Some new cabinetry on this wall, and the refrigerator and the oven will go here. If this was our house, we'd think about opening this doorway here just a little bit more, but when it's a flip house, you have to consider what is worth it. So what do you think? Should we open it up, make the kitchen seem bigger, or just leave it alone? We'll see. But again, all smooth walls throughout the entire thing, so that is a time saver. Then you come to the back end of the house where you have 2 bedrooms and a bathroom, which all just need some paint and some light fixtures. Big plus was the windows are somewhat new, so they will not need replaced as well. New floors through all these rooms, and that is just minor projects. Then into the other bedroom, same deal. I think we'll probably get rid of the teal color. It does have a closet. However, I think a bathroom is more important than the closet in this scenario. And what's going to happen is if we remove that closet, that will allow the bathroom to be much bigger. If you come in, you can see the closet is framed out. So the plan for in here will be to keep the toilet where it's at, keep the tub and shower where it's at, but move the sink to where the closet is, and this will be a big open bathroom. It's almost identical size to the one at our house where we got 10 million views on it. So we might do something very similar to that bathroom. And then new floors will be needed in here. It's got carpet currently. It's a little bit disgusting. Check out that toilet. We might need a new toilet as well. But all in all, not too scary. A lot of work on the bathroom. A lot of work on the kitchen, paint everywhere else, some floors, a little bit of minor details. It does actually kind of stink a little, but when you clean everything up, that'll go away. And then what you really need to look for when you're thinking about flipping a house is stuff in the basement, the foundation. So let's go down there and check that out next. So the entrance is also a back entrance as well. And it's really nice. We have a garage out here, a very big garage. Check it out. A little cement slab. And then you come in the back door and you can go downstairs to the basement. It's a little dark. We haven't got the power turned on, but you should be able to see what you need to see. So the first thing we always look for is the electric box. It is a new electric box. You can see all the wiring coming out is actually new. And typically wiring at these old houses, they're crazy. If you look at this wiring, it's really beautiful. So hopefully we won't have to mess with much electric work at all. And then this is that wall I was telling you was like jacking the floor up. as you can see, it's under one of the beams here. It's not really a support wall holding all the beams up, it's just holding one beam up. So we'll probably get rid of that, make this more of an open feel, and then block this room off over here. You always want to check out your furnace. You want to make sure your ductwork looks new. Silver tape is new. White tape is typically asbestos. So kind of keep an eye on that. And then almost always, I don't know if it's too dark over here. Come a little closer. Almost always on these old plumbing lines, they're bad and you got to replace them. But a way to show that a plumbing line is okay and not corroded on the inside is if you can still see the silver. Oh, I'm covered in cobwebs. It needs a good cleaning. If you can see the silver around the joints where they have soldered them together, then that means it's not corroded on the inside. And this is the first time in probably 50 houses we have looked at that you can still see the silver. So we're hoping the water lines are good, the plumbing lines look good, the furnace, the electric. So not too much work needed, but enough to share our journey, and we can't wait to do it again before we've even finished the first one. So thank you guys for watching. There is where you can see they have actually soldered together the joints, and they all look very clean. The shut-off valves are great. Show you some of this electric with better lighting as well. Now that we gave you a tour of what we were looking for and what we typically look for, a solid foundation, electric, furnace, water lines, and now we know to look, if it's got smooth walls and ceiling, that is also going to be a time saver. I kind of want to tell you a little bit more about the journey, the only piece of furniture they left here. I kind of want to tell you a little more about the journey we've been on to get here. So we started this process in March. Typically we had a cash offer. So it should just be a few weeks before we get the keys from that point. However, when you have a cash offer, we decide not to do an inspection because we can kind of tell what's wrong with the house and what needs fixed. But you still want to do a title search. So we did a title search, and unfortunately, the lady's ex-husband left her with a little more than she realized. Not only was there a mortgage on the house, which she was aware of, but there was 3 different liens. He had bought a car and put it on the house, a tractor, and medical bills. And now that he has passed, those all are left on the house, which is all left on her. So even though we agreed upon a number, it didn't end up working out, which is how we ended up with another house. So because there was more owed on this house than she expected, we ended up doing like a 2-4 deal. Basically, we bought 2 houses for more money, but we were able to use some of the money to pay some of those liens off. It was very complicated. I felt like I was playing lawyer for a month. I was calling all these lien departments and trying to negotiate. Here's an example. One of the liens when we did the title search was $9,300. By the time I had contacted them, it had already jumped to $9,800 because of late fees and no one was making payments on it. I offered $8,500 and they immediately accepted it. So I almost wish I would have offered a little bit less, but you live and you learn. So then on the next one, it was $1,900 owed, and I offered $1,000 and they accepted it. So if there are liens, it's not hopeless. Try to negotiate them down. They want a little bit of money at the end of the day. And then hopefully you can come up with a better scenario that works out for everybody in the end. We are really excited to bring a little bit of life back into this house. It has been months. We have been hoping it works out for us, and we cannot wait to see what it looks like when it's finished. Make sure you guys, as always, hit the subscribe button because as you can see, we have a lot of projects ahead of us.